Alright, today I want to talk about some duo-specific cards, specifically cards that pass minions. So I'll be talking about Recruitment Program, Grave Narrator, Private Chef, and Shifty Snake. At the time I'm recording this video, Recruitment Program has been removed from duos. I'm still including it in this video because it might show up in the future, and everything I say about the card is also relevant for similar effects. Also, my script is already written and I'm too lazy to change it. So first off, what you have to understand about these cards is that they will give minions based on the tavern tier of the player who plays it. So let's say you're on tier 5, your teammate is playing elementals on tier 2 and you cast Recruitment Program, it will give your teammate a random elemental from tiers 1 to 5. But if it's the opposite and your teammate is casting Recruitment Program, it will only give you a minion of tier 1 or 2. So generally, the strategy is that the player on higher tier should be playing these cards to increase the average minion quality. Of course, there might be exceptions, like if you're looking for a specific low tier minion, or if you can guarantee triples because of the smaller card pool at lower tier. There's a hidden rule in Battlegrounds that minions cannot generate themselves, like Primal Fin cannot discover itself, Gentle Genie cannot give itself, Sly Raptor cannot summon itself. I think it's also applied to all of the duo cards that pass minions. So Shifty Snake won't give itself to your teammate. Same thing with Grave Narrator and Private Chef. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if you've seen different behaviors with these cards. So a recruitment program is 2 gold for a minion, that's pretty good. It's like Chef's Choice. It's just that you pass it to your teammate instead. And before casting it, make sure your teammate has a dominant tribe and that they would want a minion from that tribe. If they don't have a dominant tribe, like if they have 2 tribes that are tied for dominant, like if they have 2 elementals and 2 nagas, well, it's just gonna give one at random. If they don't even have a minion on their board, it's just gonna give a minion from a random tribe. You might hold the spell until you level for the chance to give higher tier units, and there are even scenarios where you will pass the spell to your teammates so that they can cast it instead. I know it sounds selfish to pass the spell to your teammates since you'll be the one getting a card, but sometimes it's about the average minion quality and about what your team needs from the spell. Like here are some scenarios where it's correct to pass Recruitment Program to your teammate. So if your teammate is on a higher tier, it can give you higher tier minions if they cast it. If your teammate's board is full while yours is half empty, it can allow you to fill up your board. If you're running Grifter Pirate, Groundbreaker Naga, Nomi Elementals, or any other comp where random minions of your tribe have direct synergy with your board, these are the kind of comps where you would be happy finding Chef's Choice, like you would grab any Chef's Choice you see. So Recruitment Program in that scenario is just a 3 gold Chef's Choice. And yeah, obviously, if your teammate benefits from casting tavern spells, like if they're running Azurite, Nala, Zarina, Saloon Dancer, stuff like that, yeah, passing the spell is good because they just want to cast spells. Alright, moving on to Grave Narrator. It basically works the same way as Recruitment Program, but compared to Recruitment Program, Grave Narrator benefits from being on a board with lots of minions dying, like lots of summons, so undead boards and beast boards, and you don't care that much about being on higher tier. Like for this one, I think it's quantity over quality. You'd rather have 3 procs on a low tier for a shitty tribe than 1 proc on a higher tier for a good tribe. That's because the card sticks around and gives money each fight, and more money is better than less money. You can whiff even if you're on higher tier, so you'd rather get 3 gold than 1 gold. Aside from that, I feel like there's not much more to say that I haven't covered with Recruitment Program. It's an undead, so you can give it Reborn to protect it further, or to make copy with Grave Robber. It's a really good card to get from an early triple. It's gonna stay on your board for a while in the mid game. It's a good target for Reno Hero Power and Zarek Hero Power. Private Chef is like Chef's Choice, but it gives the minion to your teammate. For people who don't know this about Chef's Choice and this spellcraft, it gives a minion of the tribe of the targeted minion, but it's a different minion than the one you targeted. So if you want your teammate to get Hummingbird, you should not target Hummingbird with the spellcraft. The fact that it's a spellcraft means you can use it for free on Zesty even when it's in the shop, so it gives a free minion to your teammate. Groundbreaker Naga builds in duos are really good with Private Chef and Zesty because you give a bunch of random Nagas to your teammate, and your teammate can either use them for money or they can pass them back for your Groundbreaker scaling. And yeah, like Grave Narrator, this is another great card to get from an early triple, and you can hero power it with Reno or Zarek. Shifty Snake, on the other hand, I would personally not insta hero power with Reno or Zarek, but it's still a good early triple. But yeah, I'm not sure. Like maybe it is correct to hero power it since money is money. It's just that in general, random death rattle minions are worse than random minions of your tribe. Of course, that depends on the card pool and what you're looking to do. It's just that right now there's Buzzing Vermin, Mana Saber, Generous Geomancer, Selfless Hero. Like the minion quality of death rattles is not great on lower tier. Something niche about Shifty Snake is the interaction with Mented King, because Mented King randomly gets Venomous, Divine Shield, or Taunt whenever a card is passed, and that effect can also be procced in combat. So when Golden Shifty Snake dies, Mented King can regain Venomous and Divine Shield. So if you have like a reborn Golden Shifty Snake, it can allow your Mented King to kill multiple units. And yeah, that's it for my video. I hope you learned a thing or two. Please let me know in the comments if anything was unclear and tell me if there's anything you'd like me to cover in future videos.